Nobody, and that's the thing I tell the children today that y'all don't respect. I'm gonna say it to the camera. Y'all don't respect nothing. And this is why we end up shot. This is why we put ourselves in bad situations that we gotta have a riot. We gotta start protesting. I see the videos. I see the problems. Yes, sometimes you can raise your hand and you have a racist cop that'll still kill you. But if people just listen to the police, you can pretty much go home and see another day. And the reason why I say that, it was a shame what happened with the young man getting shot in Minnesota. But if you see the video, they stopped him. He took off, got in the car, and took off while they was trying to grab him. All they had to do was just put the handcuffs on, go to jail. He'd have been out that night. The case wasn't that serious. And whether the lady pulled out a taser or gun by accident, whatever her situation was, no one wants to hold anybody accountable. We hold the woman that shot or cops accountable. We do that, but we got to hold ourselves accountable too. You got to know how to raise, be quiet. Yes, sir. No, sir. The goal is to get home. The goal is to see another day.
Yeah. I mean, running away isn't supposed to be a reason why you get murdered, though. So
no, but that's what I'm saying.
I can't really just sit there and say, well,
no,
it's
Vlad,
his fault.
Listen to me. What you're saying is right.
But I understand he shouldn't have ran. He should have just gotten handcuffed.
And that's what I'm saying. Don't put, see, if you punch me in the eye, my eye gonna swell. That's cause and effect.
Yeah.
If you take off in the car and the fucking cops is right there, and there's a history of what they do. You're in the same city that happened to George. So what you're saying is right. It doesn't cause you to die. You're absolutely 100% correct. But I'm not going to give you a reason to shoot me. I'm going to stay my ass there like a man. Take whatever you're giving me. I'll go to jail. I'll get an attorney and we'll fight it. Or I'll go to jail, depending on the charge, and I'll bail out. Guess what? I get to see another day. And that's what I mean. Yeah. You're absolutely right. No one should die. No one should die with putting their knee on their neck. But I'm not going to give you a fucking reason to hurt me. That's what I'm saying.
Well, the Derek Chauvin case is underway. It's going to be going for a few more weeks, from what I understand.
Yes.
Do you expect him to walk away, or do you expect him to do a bunch of jail time?
I've got two stories here. When I watched O.J. Simpson, and we know they had every evidence in the motherfucking world on O.J., down to the blood, down to the motherfucker climbing the wall, down to the driver. And O.J. walked out of that motherfucker. Who would have ever thought that you saw O.J. on the 405 freeway with 100 police cars behind him, go all the way up to his house, right? Now, they didn't even shoot at him. He drove over to his house, walked in, had a conversation. When he got there, they waited 2, 3, 4 fucking more hours before he came out and went to jail. Where the fuck do they do that at, right? So, is anything possible? You fucking right it is. What's crazy is we live in a country that's so backwards that you actually have a video of a man putting his knee on this gentleman. And we are still having a trial like it didn't happen. Just us going to trial is fucking insane. You see the videos on the man's neck. He got his hands in his pocket with his glasses on the head. And we're still on TV every day on a trial as if it never happened. That's insane.
Well, I mean, we're in trial because he didn't accept a plea deal. And I'm sure that the plea deals are probably like 40 years or something immense. So he's probably thinking, well, I might as well try to fight it.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying this country's so backwards, you actually see him committing the crime. It should be no trial. The country should be.
Well, there should always be a
well, trial. They passed the law. Yeah, always. Yeah, that's the way the country is ran.
I mean, look, I am not pro Derek Chauvin at all. I personally think that he needs to get the death penalty for what he did. But what I'm saying is that everyone deserves a trial. And this is where, you either go to court or you plead out. But you can't just say, well, it's clear what happened. You're sentenced to 100 years. You know,
Right.
You can't just do that.
What you're saying is right, but I'm saying, listen to me for a second. Here's what I'm saying. They just hypothetically then, they got a fucking video.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I know we got to trial. I know you got to go to trial. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you see this. Like when OJ killed somebody, we ain't have a video. You ain't seen him doing nothing.
Right.
You got a video of the man doing that, and that's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying we got a video. Yes, you got to go to trial. No one should be able to throw you away without proving it. But this right here, you see it, and we're still in trial. And they might be thinking outside the box of my clever way of thinking, but that's what I mean.
Well, they recently announced that Baltimore will no longer prosecute low-level crimes like drugs and prostitution.
You know, if I was a hustler,
you'd be moving to Baltimore.
Man, I'll be in Baltimore, dog. So now what you're saying, when you go through there now, women can really be on the corner selling ass and nobody gonna stop them? Wow.
Well, they're no longer prosecuting. Now, they might still get a ticket.
Right.
You could get a ticket, a fine. You know, it's not like you end up going to court if you're parked illegally. You know, you get a ticket.
A lot of people gonna be moving to Baltimore, especially women who sell that thing.
Yeah, Baltimore about to be cracking.
Baltimore gonna be cracking.
Yeah, Pimpin's about to be
reinvented.
Like the epicenter of Pimpin will be in Baltimore.
In Baltimore. I'm gonna make sure I use that too on my show when I go there.